you get when you combine two childhood friends who have never grown up, have an unhealthy competitive streak, and always think they're the funniest people in the room? You get the Unfunniest podcast!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, now, we call this the act of mating.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children.
Everybody, welcome back. Episode 17. We've made it to 17 episodes. We've now actually, this is about almost 4 or 5 months we've been doing this now. And thank you for everyone that's listening. Thank you for everyone that keeps coming back. We have not had any major lawsuits against us, and I think that's a positive thing. Of course, football hasn't begun, and we still got many topics to go. Michael, Jimmy, welcome back.
Hey, guys.
17.
What's going on? Happy Monday.
1 year short of being able to vote.
Yes.
Absolutely. Voting, and getting out. And
last week we got our license.
Houses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Last year we got last week we got our license. This week is 1 year from voting. Next week, if we make it to 18, I guess that's always a big question. Then we're adults. And yes, we can be thrown out of our houses.
Yeah, then you can drink in Canada.
Is 17?
That's 19.
I know.
Yeah, think about wasted birthdays. Okay, 13, 14, yeah. 15, you get your permit. 16, you get your license. Nowadays, people wait till 22. 17, just there.
That's what I say
18,
about Tuesdays.
Yeah, 18,
yeah. I hate
17
Tuesday.
is the Tuesdays. 18,
yeah, 17 is the Tuesdays.
You're an adult. 19,
Mondays.
You can drink in Canada. 20 is that next one. It's like, okay, you hit into the 20s, and then 21, obviously, and then from there it's downhill.
Would you guys like to hear my rationale as to why I don't like Tuesdays? Well, if you don't, I'm going to tell you anyways.
Well, yeah, whether we say yes
Mondays,
or not. Yeah, you're going to say yes.
Mondays suck because Mondays suck. Wednesday is hump day. Thursday is one more day till Friday. Friday is awesome. Saturday's even better. Sunday is really fallen off the face of the earth for me in my adult years for some reason. I don't know if it's the impending doom of having a Monday coming up next. Where does Tuesday fall? It's useless. It's absolutely useless. There's nothing about it. I hate Tuesday. There's nothing correlation to draw to it. But
Tuesday is my most productive day of the week, honestly, at work.
Well, that explains a lot. That's why I hate it.
Yeah. Because Monday, you're catching up from that weekend, all the crap that people throw on you. And then Tuesday, you can breathe, and it's like, okay, I can get stuff done. I can finally move around and take care of some stuff.
So here's the way
I mentioned I went to Kelly's Island.
Yeah. Oh, God. Here we go. All right. You got Monday. Tuesday is the second Monday of the week. Wednesday is the third Monday of the week. Thursday is the fourth Monday of the week. Friday is the fifth Monday of the week. Saturday, great. Sunday's the Lord's Day, and then back to hell.
I kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not bad.
Okay, now it's different nowadays because this is the start of college football. This is the start of NFL coming up. Monday you have football. Wednesday, now you got Maction on Wednesdays, sometimes Tuesdays.
Isn't
and
there
you got
Tuesday?
Thursday NFL. It's all over them. Tuesdays normally is something they haven't done. Normally it's kind of bland. Thursday you got NFL, you got college football. Friday is high school football. Saturday is college, and then Sunday you got all day NFL. So you're right. Tuesday is just that. Maybe it's it's date night.
It's useless.
Monday of the week.
Second Monday of the week. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't think we need football on Tuesday. I don't think we need football on Wednesday. I think football on Thursday is a little bit of a push as far as I'm concerned, and that's why I think the ratings on Thursday night football kind of wane. They come, they go back up, they come back down, whatever it might be. Friday should be absolutely a sacred night for Friday night lights, high school football only. I don't think we need any college football on Friday nights. This is always the big argument about Friday nights and some of the Big Ten teams. Michigan State starts on doesn't State start on a Friday night again?
Yeah, but that's different. So, yeah. They play Western a week from Friday.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It's the same thing with this noon kickoff crap. It's, to me, I can't stand it. Okay, so we're going to come up on, and we'll probably talk about this next week. I'm sure we will, with Ohio State and Texas coming up on Labor Day weekend and the kickoff of the college football season. in week 1 as opposed to week 0, which is coming up this weekend. But again, I'm beating a dead horse. For the love of everything that's holy, why are we having Michigan's on the mind because we're going to talk about that. Ohio State, Texas at noon. What? Why? It makes because of Fox. And that's exactly what it is. Fox big
Mark
noon
and I were
kickoff.
talking about this before you came on.
Yeah.
This time of the year is the most difficult. Once you're in the dead middle of winter, it's not that bad. But
right.
this time of the year to
There's so much
finish
stuff
out
going
summer, enter
There's
fall.
way too much stuff going on. This is why they say Fox brags about the ratings on big noon kickoff. You know why? Because people turn the TV on and then they go outside and then they check in on the game every once in a while. Like that. This is the biggest game. Huh?
Well, that's how they get the ratings. They just turn the TV on.
That's what I mean.
Who's watching?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
We're not back in the Nielsen days where you had a monitor and you had a little what do you call it?
How did they used to do? I don't
diary
remember how
that
they
you
used to. Huh?
A diary. You filled out a diary and said what you listened to and what you watched, and that's how you used to do that. And
Is that what it was?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you had to do a diary on it. And yeah, what I listened to, so people could manipulate that, and people were paid to kind of go through with that. Yeah, there's whole different controversies about that. But I'll say, Mike, go ahead.
I was going to tell you to go off on my big noon kickoff. Yes, an Ohio lawmaker recently proposed a bill aiming to change the scheduling of Ohio State Buckeye football games, specifically targeting big noon kickoff. The proposal, Ohio State Senate Bill, this is actually a Senate bill. Senate Bill 94, introduced by Bill DeMora, a Democrat from Columbus, seeks to restrict public universities like Ohio State from entering into contacts that give exclusive broadcast rights to streaming services. So there's a bigger picture here too. But a related bill proposed by Ohio State Representative Tex Fisher, a Republican from
Ohio.
Listen, this guy is from Boardman, Ohio, the birthplace and home of one number 19, Bernie Kosar, would mandate that Ohio State games against the top 10 ranked opponents kick off at 3:30 p.m. or later. Yeah, see, Fox has increasingly scheduled prominent Big Ten games, including many Ohio State matchups, in the noon slot as part of their big noon kickoff. Some fans find this scheduling frustrating, claiming it diminishes the excitement of night games and negatively impacts the game day experience.
There's my go.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, listen. Where's he go? Oh, we've lost Jim already.
The dogs. Got to take care of the dogs.
Oh, the dogs.
Got to take care of the dogs. Girls are home.
Yeah. Joe, our good old buddy, old pal, Joel Klatt, he's defended the big noon kickoff format, arguing it's financially beneficial for the networks and provides consistent platform for college football. This is not the first time Ohio lawmakers have attempted to influence Ohio State game scheduling, and such proposals don't always gain significant traction. Whatever. So yeah, there's
there's
Go
two
ahead, Mark.
things that you're not. There's two things you're not taking into consideration, and I agree that
Enlighten me.
this time of year, you want those late kickoffs. You know, it's for prime time as a person inside and watching the sport. Now, as someone that has worked in college football, as someone that has been around athletics and worked in the business side of it, there's two things that you're not taking into consideration. Anytime there's a later kickoff, you have to deal with drunks in a major way because people have been drinking even more throughout the day. You have an 8 o'clock kickoff, people are going to start drinking at noon, and they're hammered, way over hammered by the time game starts.
So even the game is rowdier.
Exactly. So police and everything else and trying to keep the peace is so much more difficult. And on the player side, yes, players love it. But a couple of times having to sit in hotel rooms all day, you're sitting in a ballroom, even if you're home or away, you're sequestered, you're not doing your normal routine. And players, you just get antsy.
I always thought about that.
Hate sitting
it would
there.
suck as a player to sit in a hotel room all day.
Mm-hmm. I mean, granted, they're getting up, they're moving around. The ballrooms, they're doing practice.
It's the same thing with Monday Night Football. It's the same thing with Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, whatever it might be. Yeah, I mean, okay, there's pluses and minuses, but from an actual fan perspective, in terms of a major game like Ohio State versus Texas, that game should be at 7:30, minimum at 3:30. But
no, I agree.
It's not. So whatever.
No, And I agree with you as from a fan's aspect. Yeah, I want prime time. I want to sit there. I want to watch these games. But yeah, I mean, it's all those into consideration. To me, yeah, 4:00 is one of the best times. But then that's right in the middle of the day, and you got other stuff to do. But I know we'll put a poll out there, by the way. So, what in your opinion is you? Yeah.
No.
What's your favorite time?
No. I'm going to know. How do we word this poll? What is your opinion of are you in favor of big noon kickoff or not? That's probably as simple as we could get. And then maybe you could do a secondary poll of what is your preferred time for kickoff for college football.
Yeah,
It's the same thing they talk about with the NFL. I mean, there's scheduling or the flex schedule that the NFL reserves the right to move games around. It's the same thing that they do. I mean, you don't want Lions Packers at 1:00 necessarily, especially if they're in a playoff race. They're going to flex that game to probably either the Sunday night game or at minimum 4:00. So
See, I think that's tough though, because it depends on the situation. Like, for example, Mike, Ohio State, Michigan, noon kickoff.
Yeah, I don't like it.
We have family come in from out of town. It's
Right.
nice because the game's over by 3, and then we all get to hang out and turn the other games on, and you know what I mean? Like every situation's different.
But to your
4
point,
o'clock, all right, dinner.
to your point, Jim, it's later in the season when the weather is miserable outside.
Yeah,
There's nothing to do. And at that point, it's like, okay, well, this is what we're doing on Saturday. We're not cutting the grass. We're not going on the boat. We're not going on the jet ski. We're not doing this. We're not doing that.
Yeah,
It's
good.
It's the weekend after Thanksgiving. Everybody's hanging around. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I do agree. Like I said, from a fan's aspect, fans side, yeah, I want a later game. It's fun. You're out, you're having fun all day. You get to see the other games, but yeah, there's so many other things around it that just kind of crazy. Speaking of college football, as I heard the great term, the velvet hammer, what came down on Michigan this week. As soft as a hammer as you could possibly put down. And I want to say, and I'll put it out there, I don't care who says, Connor Stallions is one of the biggest scumbags in the history of college football and should never be a part of college football anymore. After especially seeing, now he admitted he was on the sidelines for Central Michigan. Oh yeah, that was me. After how long? It wasn't me. I wasn't doing anything. And now to come out that he apparently was helping Central Michigan as well with play calling. Maybe it's just me hating Central because I'm a Western grad, but he's just a scumbag. He has no business in college football. Of course, who is a real good person when it comes to any of these guys? I have no idea, but I think it's messed up. They're letting them choose which games they can, that Sharon Moore is not coaching. So for some reason, this 4-game ban, one of them is the first game of next year. So he doesn't have to travel to Germany to lose to Western. It's 4.
It's only 3 games.
No, they bumped it up 1.
It was 4. He's got 2 that he's through. The NCAA added 1. So it's the first game of this year. It's the 2, whatever.
I'm sorry.
Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
And then the biggest
$20 million.
Nothing. Look at the endowment of the university. Look at how much money.
Joke.
Somebody will write a check for that.
Capital.
You know how much
Joke.
I was just going to say. It's pathetic.
We'll let Mike take the mic here. I'm going to turn my mic off.
Well,
I know you got at least 15 minutes into this.
So it's pretty amazing when you read through, and we can take a little bit here to go through this, but as you read through the infractions and how the NCAA portrays this and paints this unbelievably negative picture over Michigan, and then to have the penalties that they handed down, I mean, I think everybody, and except for I'm sure the diehard Michigan fans who are sitting there, everybody does it. Okay, so if everybody does it, I have yet to see one example of another college institution that did this exact same thing, because that's all you hear from the diehard Michigan fan base. Everybody does it. Great. Can someone please, in the media or in college football or in the NCAA or a fan, can someone please show me the exact same situation that warrants everyone does it? You know why no one's done it? Because no one's done it, or no one got caught.
It's a little bit of both. Because when I was at Western doing the video, what I did, and I can't tell you how many hours, but this was 96% 96, 97, well
Listen,
before
you
anything
doing
now.
play-by-play for Madden NFL does not count for what? Oh, I'm sorry.
So, but no, we would do the films. So we'd break down the films, break up the offense and defense for the other teams. And no matter what, you'd sit there and you'd watch, okay, what type of cues can you get off of it? Okay, I'm seeing that the offensive line, when all these offensive line, especially this right tackle, when his knees point a certain way, he's going to go run. When the center is gripping the ball this way, it typically means that it's going to be a pass play. When you see the coaches doing these things, but those things are legal because they are that you share the tapes. It's a matter of how smart you are to be able to pick up on those tendencies where it's wrong and where I totally agree. And now that's why I say Stallions is a scumbag is throwing his phone, throwing all these things in a lake or in a river to get rid of evidence from all this stuff.
It's all on tape.
Listen,
records.
So,
Harbaugh ran. That's proof there.
So this was pretty indicative. Of course, it's coming from Ohio State. It's coming from Cade Stover, former tight end for Ohio State, right? Yeah. He last year basically addressed the sign stealing situation and said, Stover was the starting tight end for Ohio State versus Michigan in 2022 and 2023. The breaking point for Stover was when Ohio State tried to run a tight end screen to Stover in a formation that they had not used, only for it to be immediately picked up by Michigan. We tried to throw a tight end screen in formation we've never used before, like seriously ever. As soon as I lined up on the wideout, we had one play where I was going to motion back in, and they were going to throw a screen to me. When they start yelling screen, 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 when you're throwing a tight end screen, that's when you know, like, what the F is this? We've never run this before. Yeah. Although Stover didn't say so, many on social media have assumed that the play in question took place during Ohio State's 45-23 loss, 4:34 to go in the first quarter on a 1st and 10. So that just is kind of indicative in that, I mean, listen, that lends into, was Michigan actually at practices of opposing teams in some way, shape, or form?
Well, you guys have all seen the videos. The whole team was on board. They're all calling signs on the sideline.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But again, I mean, okay, this is the, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but this is the NCAA and their handing down of what they found. Over the course of 3 seasons, the Michigan football program committed violations involving an off-campus in-person scouting scheme, impermissible recruiting inducements and communications, head coach responsibility rules, individuals' failures to cooperate, and Michigan's failure to monitor, according to the decision released by Division I Committee on Infractions panel. The scouting violations orchestrated by former staff member Connor Stallions were corroborated by interview testimonies, ticket receipts, and transferred data and other evidence. So this has all now been proven. These are corroborated by receipts, interview testimonies, those violations, along with former head coach Jim Harbaugh, his head coach responsibility violation, and most of the failure to cooperate violations are level 1. So point number 1, level 1 violations. Not level 2, not level 3. 2 involved individuals, former assistant football coaches Jesse Minter and Steve Clinkscale, agreed to violations and penalties associated with their actions and agreements approved by the committee via the negotiated resolution process. So this goes into all of the off-campus in-person scouting schemes. The network of individuals was referred to as the KGB. While in attendance, they filmed signal callers on the future opponent's sidelines and then provided film to Stallions. Using the footage they collected, which Stallions referred to as dirty film, quote-unquote, Stallions then deciphered opponent signals. Stallions and other individuals involved in the scheme acknowledged or corroborated this process. Additionally, on one occasion, Stallions personally attended a future opponent's contest. In total, 56 instances of off-campus in-person scouting of 13 future regular season opponents occurred across 52 contests. Stallions conducted resulted in a collective level 1, again, another one, level 1 violation of the impermissible scouting rule. This continues to go on by his own admission. Stallions admitted this, blah, blah, blah. This is another one. Here we go, right? Through this investigation, Stallions, Harbaugh, Moore, and former director of player personnel, Denard Robinson, each failed to meet membership's expectations of cooperation. Their conduct ranged from destroying relevant materials to providing false and misleading information during interviews, including Stallions instructing an intern to clear out emails, photos, texts, and videos related to the scouting scheme. Intern complied and then instructed a friend who attended and recorded 3 games as part of the scheme to do the same. During the hearing, Stallions stated that he did not recall telling them to delete any information, but he threw his phone in a stinking pond, for crying out loud. Holy cow. October 19th.
NCAA is a joke.
A joke's not the word for it. I mean, look at it continues to go.
Kind.
It continues to go on and on and on. I mean, this is the single most infraction-laden, egregious use of cheating the NCAA football organization has ever seen in history.
And they didn't strip the title from them.
They didn't strip the title from them.
That means nothing.
Well, that doesn't mean anything, right?
No, it does. It does.
You can't take, but you can't take the T-shirts. You can't take the memories. You can't take the T-shirts.
All right,
no,
that's what I mean. It means nothing.
You can't, right? But these show cause. Okay, so again, I mean, this is just
by why it's a joke. Harbaugh just ran.
Well, that's what I was. That's where I was just going with this.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
I mean,
all right, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, no, it's okay. But they keep talking about, well, Jim Harbaugh didn't know. First of all, if you believe that, you're an absolute buffoon.
You're an idiot.
You're a complete idiot. Second of all, let's just say in theory he didn't know. Well, what did Bo Schembechler say? If you don't know what's going on within your football program, you're either an absolute moron.
Yeah, who's got it better than
or it's on you. You need to know everything that's going on in your football program. I promise you, Harbaugh knew what he was doing.
And well, I'm going to take this step. You talk about coaches knowing everything, and this is to me, this is not even on the same level because this is a million times worse, and these guys need to burn in hell for it. The whole Penn State situation with Joe Paterno. I knew people that knew Paterno, coached with him in the offseason for the camps. Joe Paterno, till the last day he coached, knew every single thing going on in that program. If you tell me he didn't know anything about Jerry Sandusky, he knew it. And every coach does. They are such control freaks. That's even more sickening with that. I mean, this is bad.
That's what killed
him.
But
yeah. So Mike, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's okay. They prescribed penalties for the parties who contested their violations are as follows: $50,000 fine plus 10% of the budget for the football program, a fine equivalent to the anticipated loss of all season postseason competition revenue sharing, fine equivalent to the cost of 10% of scholarships, 25% reduction in football official visits during the 25-26 season, 14-week probation on recruiting communications. Connor Stallions gets an 8-year show cause order. Blah. Jim Harbaugh gets a 10-year show cause order, which starts in August 7th of 2028, which is at the conclusion of his 4-year show cause order from a previous case. Wow. Repeat offender. Might be warranted for a little bit harsher penalties. Denard Robinson, 3-year show cause order. Sharon Moore, 2-year show cause order. First, he's got 4 games total, blah, blah. Members of the it's amazing to me to even read this. Members of the Committee on Infractions are drawn from the NCAA membership of members of the public. The members of the panels who review the case are Norman Bay, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I thought that was going down a different road.
Here's the thing that the committee, whoever this people came out and said that I think is a joke, is they said that they didn't want to punish the kids that are there with a postseason ban because they didn't have anything to do with it.
Bingo.
But
yeah.
Here's the other thing. Michigan, by the way, will not actually have to write a check for that $30 million. That $30 million is going to come out of the future earnings from the bowl games and everything else, the sharing. So they're technically not even writing a check. It's just they're not going to get that money from somewhere else.
I will say this right now: Jim Harbaugh is a traitor. Period. He ran. Now he's in the Chargers locker room saying the same goddamn thing. Who's got it better than us?
Whoa, Jimmy is fired up.
Well, okay.
The guy's a traitor. Period.
I heard this.
Trader.
I think it's a T, but nonetheless,
there may be an O in there somewhere too, but it's okay.
Maybe an O in there.
You know what? Make it double D's. Okay.
Yeah. Listen. So this is not my idea. I'm stealing it from what I heard on the radio. But this is a great analogy. If you are going to join a cult and you know that the cult is engaged in illegal activities. You join the cult then is prosecuted for things that it done in the past. But you're now on it, so you don't think that you should be penalized for things that they did in the past, even though they keep doing the same exact thing. Yeah. Do you think maybe it's the program that should be penalized? And if you joined a program that you knew was under investigation and probably was going to have the hammer dropped on them, then that's on you.
You know what the worst part thing is? Those kids look up to you. They look for your guidance. Like, and you just let them down. And you just ran.
So I'm going to take a couple of minutes and just quickly review some of the most severe punishments in college football history. The number one is the most
death penalty.
The death penalty, the most notorious punishment. That was in 1987, which caused the cancellation of the entire season because it was a repeat violator of the major NCAA violations, paying recruits to come play at SMU.
The Pony Express.
Previously reported by USA Today. What sparked the NCAA's investigation into SMU was a historic win over number 2 Texas in 1980, a win that ended a 13-game losing skid to the Longhorns for the Mustangs. 1985, SMU was hit with its first 2-year bowl ban and lost 45 scholarships during that same span for recruiting violations. So we all know about that, right? So let's look at Alabama. The Alabama textbook scandal. Textbooks refers to when student athletes from 16 different Alabama programs, including the football team, were improperly obtaining free textbooks and then giving them to other students. All right. So what did the NCAA do to Alabama? Was forced to vacate 21 football victories that came under former Crimson Tide coaches Mike Shula and Nick Saban. Additionally, the football program and 15 other programs, which didn't include the Tide's rowing program, were put on a 3-year promotion by the NCAA, while the university was fined $43,900. Of the 16 programs that were involved, there were 201 student athletes who improperly obtained textbooks from Alabama's school bookstore, blah, 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 blah. Before the textbook scandal, Alabama suffered a 5-year probation and 2-year bowl ban, plus scholarship reductions for repeated recruitment violations, which were levied against the university in February of 2002. Okay. Now, let's go to the Ohio State Tattoo Gate. So, Tattoo Gate refers to the Ohio State University. Tattoo Gate refers to a scandal involving Ohio State in 2010 under former Buckeyes coach Jim Tressel, which ultimately led to his departure in Columbus a year later. In 2010, 5 Ohio State players known as the Tat 5 were involved in a scandal that included selling some of their memorabilia and team-issued merchandise from Ohio State for cash and tattoos at a nearby tattoo parlor on the west side of Columbus. The 5 prominent players were Mike Adams, Daniel Herron, DeVere Posey, quarterback Terrell Pryor, and Solomon Thomas. For this, the players were suspended. It's crazy to read this about tattoos.
Poor guys just trying to make a buck. Now they're making millions of dollars.
Wow, yeah, right. The players were suspended by the NCAA for the first 5 games of the 2011 season and were all day. And were required to repay Ohio State the money they received from the memorabilia and sales in monthly installments. 6th player, freshman linebacker Jordan Whiting, who received a discount on tattoos, was also involved and had to set out the first game of the 2011 season and pay $150 to charity. Okay, more notably, because of tattoos, has nothing to do with the integrity of the game. I understand. It's a rule. It's a NCAA bylaw. They violated it, right? Okay.
Great rule.
Ohio State suffered a 1-year bowl ban for the infractions, which would prove to be hugely consequential in Urban Meyer's debut season in Columbus. Ohio State went 12-0, but could not play in the BCS National Championship game. Alabama would roll Notre Dame 42-14. So, because of tattoos, Ohio State suffered a 1-year bowl ban, gave up however many games it was that they were, what did I tell you, 21 games, right? I think it was 21. Because of tattoos. USC. Let's do one more. Let's just do one more. USC infractions under Pete Carroll.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Before he returned to the NFL in 2010 as the then Seattle Seahawks coach, Pete Carroll was involved in one of the biggest scandals in college football history. Previously reported by USA Today, Yahoo Sports reported in the fall of 2006 that, yes, Reggie Bush, who was drafted number 2 overall by the Saints in 2006, and his family received payments of over $100,000 from agents while enrolled at USC. The benefits that Bush received included weekly payments and a year of rent-free living at the California home of Michael Michaels, who was attempting to make Bush a client of his after he graduated from college. Okay, for this, again, let's preface it. These are rules. These are bylaws. They were broken. Penalties should have been handed out. USC was hit with a massive penalties from the NCAA. The Trojans showed a lack of institutional control. Really? Lack of institutional control. Jim Harbaugh, does that sound familiar to you? The most severe and notable punishment for USC was the removal of its 2004 BCS National Championship title, and Reggie Bush lost the Heisman Trophy Award from 2005.
Dude, give it back to him.
Since reinstated to the running back. So, in addition to the vacated wins, USC football suffered a bowl ban in 2010 and 2011. The Hugh Freeze recruiting scandal, Ole Miss. I mean, this goes on and on and on. It's insane to me to read all of these, again, relations, but the harsh penalties that came down. Then let's harken back to what we've been talking about for the last 20 minutes. What Michigan did, a direct effect on football games, a direct effect on the outcome of football games, calling of football games, opponents, whatever, right?
On the field.
On the field of play.
Yes.
Probably the most egregious violation in NCAA football history. And they don't have to vacate a win. They don't get a bowl ban. Talk what you want about the championship from 2023. Say what you want. It's flabbergasting to me. I'm going to
say what I want. These people are doughbacks. Dale Doughback from Step Brothers.
Dale Doughback.
Dale Doughback. Bunch of doughbacks have no clue what they're doing.
But I will say the one reason why there's no bowl ban and the reason why there's not, in my opinion, why things are happening the way they are like this. NCAA is, and I'm gonna swear here, NCAA is scared shitless of what the super conferences can truly be, and them breaking away from the NCAA and creating their own thing. So the more they try to punish these schools, the more they try to take away from these schools, the more these schools have ammunition to pull away. Also, if they take away Michigan, they're taking away millions when it comes to everything else.
All they care about.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
Honestly, I think they're. I'm going to swear here. They're butthurt that they got to play. they got to pay players now. Seriously.
Well, okay.
That brings a whole new thing to it because
it does.
Because these are employees now. How do you deal with how do you punish players that technically didn't do anything wrong? And I think that brings up a whole new legal can of worms.
If not billions. Yeah.
You know what? We need our legal expert to talk about that.
Hold on.
Bring him on.
Okay, so anybody want to take a guess what Jim Harbaugh's record was before Counter Stallions and then after?
Oh, that's a good question.
Not good.
Jim Harbaugh had a 69-24 record before Stallions was hired. Care to guess what his record was after Counter Stallions?
2 losses.
You're close. 40-3. 40-3 after Counter Stallions was hired.
Yeah.
Oh no, it had no direct effect on the game whatsoever.
The guy ran
69-24 before, 40-3 after.
I'm gonna change it from joke to coward. He's a coward.
That too. Yes. But even if you're one of the most staunch University of Michigan fans, you bleed blue. How can you read all of this stuff and actually defend what they did? It's impossible. It is the most outward cheating scandal in sports history, not college football, not NFL, sports history. Maybe outside of the Astros.
Nothing.
No, they don't care.
Nothing like it has been on the field like this. Everything else has been off the field, like you said, selling memorabilia.
Well, when Harbaugh was interviewed, not yet last year because he was part of the Chargers already, but he was talking about, at Michigan, this is what we do. We have integrity. We don't lie. We don't cheat. We don't do this. We don't do that. This is what Coach Schembuckler taught us. On and on and on and on and on. It's like, wow, man. You want to talk about being a hypocrite.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those things. I don't know. I'm not a Michigan fan. Clearly not. But if you are a Michigan fan, how do you defend this? I mean, it has to be one of the most embarrassing moments in Michigan history that the NCAA basically went, tap, tap, well, do what you want. I mean, what are we doing now?
In all honesty, I mean, outside of Ohio State, I am a Michigan fan. I really am. I mean, my daughters were born there. They took good care of them. But it's a disgrace. It really is.
So if you're Connor Stallions, if you're Jim Harbaugh, if you're Sharon Moore, if you 5 years ago, let's just say right now, let's say they're in place again and they're coaching that team, and the proposition is put in front of them of you can do this again because this is what's going to happen to you. Do you think for 1 minute they would hesitate? They got a national championship out of it. The money that they accrued. Heck yes. And
every school in America would.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So what's to stop all these other schools from doing it now? I mean, it's crazy to me. You guys got me so fired up I have to go to the bathroom.
I know. I listen, I'm just going to go buy Harbaugh a new pair of khakis. That's all.
So something I never thought about. We talk about NIL. We talk about everything. We talk about how everything's changed. When I worked at Western, we had pretty much any of the athletes on campus. You could use their names, image, and likeness. You could put them in advertising. You could put them in different things. You didn't have to get permission because when they signed a scholarship, then when they signed on the team, they were allowed to do that. Well, when I was at Oakland this past week, talking with their marketing department, I never even thought about this. Athletic departments are no longer allowed to use athletes in their advertising unless they pay them. So if you want to put an athlete in a ad, you want to put for showcase somebody, they now have to pay all of those players for their name, image, and likeness and everything they do, which some ways it's good. In other ways, it's just weird to have to do that. Something I never even thought about until I talked and found some of that stuff out. It's a different era. It's a different time. And in some ways, more power to these athletes for getting this kind of stuff. But once they become employees, once they start doing this kind of stuff, it's going to be a different ball game.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think you keep hearing the argument or the reasoning behind and I think this was actually stated in one of the NCAA reports that they didn't want to hurt the existing athletes. I can have an appreciation for that. But again, when I draw that correlation between joining a cult, if you signed up to go to the University of Michigan, knowing that these investigations were happening, knowing that this was a possibility that they may very well have had the hammer dropped on them, not the velvet hammer. Isn't that what you called it? The velvet hammer?
The velvet hammer, I heard. Yeah, it makes sense.
What?
It's the Nerf hammer.
Yeah. It is the Nerf hammer.
Red velvet.
It's like, no, it's like that thing that you play at CJ Barrymore's or
the whack-a-mole?
Whatchamacallit? Yeah, the whack-a-mole. Yeah, you got the padded hammer that you're hitting the whack-a-mole over the top of the head on. What in the world, man? I can't. Whatever. Listen. It's not going to change. I mean, there's nothing that's going to change. It's said and done. But go ahead.
We're going to stay in the topic of college football, but we're going to change to a different area and something a little bit different. Mike and Jimmy, I think for the first time, you guys, when we went to the Panthers game, you guys got to see the press conference room. Mike, you actually were in on that press conference to see how boring press conferences really are after events. There's nothing exciting about them whatsoever, right?
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Other than the first time experience.
I didn't get to experience it, but
we left early. So in new story that just came out today from an ESPN, Oklahoma, the Sooners are offering a program, and they're going to be created to give fans greater access to the team. So every game they're going to sell 2 seats to the post-game press conference for fans so they can sit in with the reporters and listen and watch what the team says. The cost for 2 people to sit in on the media sessions after the Oklahoma-Michigan game, non-conference showdown. Take a guess how much 2 people total would have to pay just to sit and listen to the coaches talk about that game afterwards.
Each or total?
It's a total cost.
400.
I'm going to play the Jeopardy theme here. And we're going to play the Price is Right without going over.
I'm going 500.
I said 4. 4.
Yeah, you said 4. I usually go $1 under you because I don't go over, but I'm going 5. I'm going 500.
330. $3.99.
No. I'm going 500. Let's go, Miller. Reveal
Mike,
this.
You are correct. For the non-conference showdown against Michigan, two seats total, $692.11 to sit there and listen to people say absolutely nothing.
This goes to show you how powerful,
That's ridiculous.
how addictive, and how popular football, just football in general, is. It's insane. It's crazy. I love it. We all love it. But man alive, somebody's going to pay $700, $350 a piece.
It is boring. People don't realize how bad that is.
To go sit on a press conference. Are you going to take notes? They're going to form a podcast the next day, just like we did.
Yeah, this is Mark Miller from the Unfunniest podcast. Coach Nolan, on that third down, did you ever consider running the option on that, or was that dive play always in the cards? And were you going to go for it on fourth down if you didn't get it?
Yeah, GFY.
Coach Nolan, do you know Coach Harbaugh, and do you know what his reaction would? No, kidding.
Okay.
You know what drives me nuts about that is how do you expect a new generation to get involved and enthusiastic about football?
Well,
you know what I mean? I think
ridiculous. Well, again, I mean, college football truly is not only with this handed down non-penalty against Michigan, but everything else that's going on is it's become a joke. It's an absolute joke.
I mean, we were talking 3-4 weeks back about how Channel 4 is doing
high school.
Yeah,
I can't wait,
and we were all pumped up about it. And
I can't wait.
Yeah,
because you know what? These kids are going to go to one high school. Well, generally speaking, the vast majority are going to go to one high school, right? And they're going to play 3 or 4 years at one high school. There's an allegiance. There is an absolute feeling of pride for your school, similar to what it used to be in college football, right? I mean, you went there you went there as a freshman and you graduated as a senior. If you were fortunate enough and good enough, you graduated a year earlier and went to the NFL. But as a general rule, there was, listen, you bled blue, you bled scarlet and gray, you bled green, you bled burgundy, right, Miller? Burgundy and yellow, whatever the heck, Western Michigan. Is it burgundy or is it maroon?
Okay.
Brown and
oh, come on. Maroon is central. Get out of here.
Maroon.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Yeah, so that's pretty crazy. I can't believe it's that much money.
So okay, no, I found they found the rest. Wait. This gets better.
Oh,
so
all right.
This is all of the Sooner Magic memories that you can buy experiences. So we're going to do these
Sooner
again. Friday night at the farm. Step behind the scenes.
Jesus.
Hold on. Well, let me get back in the announcement. Step behind the scenes at the farm and experience game day traditions like never before. Join the Roughnecks and the Roughnecks' Little Sis on Friday as they prepare the live horses in Sooner Schooner for kickoff. Watch the grooming, saddling, and care for this brings for this ironic ironic tradition to life. Guests are welcome to bring their own food and drinks and even lend a hand in the preparation they wish. So if you want to watch them get these mini horses ready per person, how much do you think this is going to be per person? By the way, these tickets are available.
They're available?
Oh, we can purchase this for the Michigan game.
$220.
$300.
$161.61 per person to watch a horse being groomed.
Come on.
Wow.
All right, next one. Take center stage as the VIP fan who delivers the official game ball to the referees before kickoff. This exclusive moment puts you in the spotlight, carrying the game ball onto the field and helping launch the action in true Sooner style. Feel the excitement, hear the roar of the crowd, and create a game day memory that will last a lifetime. Open to fans outside of grades 8 through 12. Michael, Jimmy, one person's allowed per game. How much to deliver the game ball?
$775.
Oh, my mic is way off. $200.
$461.61.
I give up.
All right. Halftime on the field. Stand on the field as the pride of Oklahoma performs and the stadium comes alive around you. Feel the energy of 85,000 fans and enjoy a perspective few fans ever get to see. Whether you're Sooner bred or it's your first game, this unbelievable, unforgettable moment puts you in the heart of halftime. Open to fans outside grades 8 through 12. Multiple fans, multiple available. And I'm just going to give this to you to stand and watch the band play $404.
Mercy me.
If you want to stand and give a high five to the players coming out on the field, This one's a bargain, $288.74.
How about the Unfunniest podcast when they come out in the field? I wonder how much that would cost.
Can't afford that if you have to ask.
Ooh, that is priceless.
40
photos on
cents.
In the post game prompt. Oh, here we go. We're going to end it on this one. This is, you can hop aboard an OU tradition by riding the schooner down Lindsay Street during the parade just before the Walk of Champions, wave to fans and crews in the refurbished 1925 Model T. You'll roll through Krampus, blah, blah, blah. We're going to leave it here. We're going to go to a new topic. The name of this $174 activity is the Red Rocket Ride.
Red Rocket. Yes.
Yes.
You can ride the Red Rocket for $174.
Well, on that note, play the music because I'm going to the bathroom.
Also known as the checkmate.
Mike's back from the facilities, and we're going to switch to a still on football, but kind of a different topic. Mike and I's favorite time of the year, and Jimmy too. High school football is starting here soon, and the state of Michigan. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. It's something we spent years doing, and like I said, you're coaching or playing. Yeah, it's Friday awesome night to think about. We're going to try to get out this year. We're going to try to get out and see some games, try to do some stuff all together as a podcast, and kind of see what we can get through. But Mike, obviously you guys are involved through Lutheran North in a large way, with the kids kind of graduating from there. But really anxious. Mike, what are some of your, I could say best memories, but everyone's got great ones. But right now, what do you miss about, what was your favorite thing about high school football when you kind of went through here?
Well, I mean, listen, I'm still going to be very involved at the school. A lot of different things I'm going to be doing. So it's not necessarily gone for me. I continue to volunteer my time in the evenings and on the weekends. But the reason I go back is because of the passion and there's a lot of noise going on in my house. I'm going to yell at people to shut Oakley up for crying out loud. I think over there. Yeah, there's a lot going on over here. No, just the overall, I got Bobby sneezing now.
Dude, he's the loudest sneezer.
He's the loudest sneezer ever.
Hold on, I gotta shut the door again. Hold on a minute.
We need the Jeopardy.
Text Bobby.
We need the Jeopardy theme. Do 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 do.
Man, his sneezes are just
obnoxious. That was ridiculous.
That guy he lets it out.
He does let it out.
Oh, he lets it
out. My favorite memories are, clearly from football.
You might have to get the carpets cleaned, but he lets it out.
Most likely.
Yes.
Yeah, football is pretty near and dear. Every time I go to the games and I'm up in the broadcast booth, it's a different perspective from up there, but it still brings you back to your playing days, stepping on the field, and the roar of the crowd. I still want to see far more crowd interaction. It's going to be one of my goals again this fall and into the winter sports season. I think, what Jim just brought up too, with the Channel 4 doing multiple different games across multiple different sports. I think am I still here? Are you guys there? Oh, my screen said I was trying to reconnect. Boy, talk about a period of 5 minutes and I started it all with my my frequent urination problem, having to go to the potty. But can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
you're there.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Okay. So what I was going to say is I think the Channel 4 interaction going to different games.
The camera sucks.
Oh, there you go.
You're gone.
And he's gone. You know what? While he's not on, Jimmy, we're going to talk about something. Okay. Mike's gonna create a video, a how-to for students in the cheer section. We got to come up with a better name, but Mike is going to become the group cheer coach.
Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Here he is. He's back.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to the bath.
Not
going back.
We were talking about
go off the rails. This is ridiculous. Am I really?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Well, at least on my bad.
Yeah. Oh. So, Mike, while you were gone, we're going to do something. We have to figure a way to do this. You're going to create videos on helping student sections with their cheering and to lead them. And I got to come up with a better name because right now all I got is Mike as the group cheer coach.
Psych ward.
Psych ward. Yeah,
it's perfect name.
Here's Mike's a cheer consultant. That's what he is. He is a crowd consultant.
It's the original namer of Psych Ward.
Okay, so if you want a brief synopsis, if you are
psychotic,
Yeah, if you're a student, let's just use football as the first example.
God damn it, you're self
What? Is it you or me? Miller, am I all right?
break. You break.
No, you're
Am I
you're
breaking
coming
up
in and
again?
out, but it'll be good in the final stuff.
Yeah.
No, all right,
You're
well,
fine. All
anyways,
right, there you are.
here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're a student and you are at a football game, obviously when the team is introduced, you're on your feet and you are yelling as loud as you can. When the opponent has the football, you are on your feet and you are going, oh, you're making that kind of noise, right? That's exactly. You're stomping
clip
up and
right
down
there.
on the
That's a clip.
bleachers. Yeah, of course it is. You're stomping up and down on the bleachers. You're making noise. You have the foghorns, whatever you want. You're making so much noise that it is incredibly difficult for the opposing team to have any type of momentum whatsoever. Obviously, when your team scores, you should be on your feet. You should be cheering as loud as you
Hanging
can.
on the edge of my seat right now.
It's just
Come
there's
on.
lots of different
Come on, Ward.
situations where I think that's exactly what you need to do. You need to be.
I got nothing.
There he goes.
Am I on again?
There you are.
That was the secret to life. We just don't know what it is yet.
All right.
That was the secret to life. I don't know what's
So,
going on.
I think
with
you've
my
been
moved to
Wi-Fi.
Washington. I don't know.
Ah,
Bruce.
All right.
Bruce Township, Mike. Move
So-
to Bruce
so-
Township.
So Mike is we're going to have a new segment. If you are a school in the area and you want Mike as your crowd consultant, let us know. And I think that would help out. We kind of go through there. So Mike as a cheer crowd consultant.
He's there he is. He's
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 going to reboot, hopefully.
Oh boy.
We'll edit this all out.
All
We'll
right.
fix it in post.
We'll figure this out. What do you want to talk about? What'd you have for lunch today?
What did I had the little Totino's pizza because I had to go to the store. I'm like, I want something. Yeah, and it messed my stomach up. I'm not doing that again.
Nope. Negative.
You know those like square pizzas they have? Yeah, those right above the yeah. How about you?
Those are good.
Yeah.
What did I have today? I had a grilled chicken sandwich and some French fries.
At a store? Did you bring it or did you go get it?
No, mom and pop shop down the road.
Yeah, you and Kathy are still.
Alex's.
Oh yeah, that's right by our
Yeah.
house there.
Yeah.
yeah.
They have good food.
And he's back.
And there he is. Look at him. Look at him. He's,
no idea. It's not the
So-
computer, it's the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, tell your
I
kids to get off the
enough.
Wi-Fi. Stop streaming.
What?
They're,
Tell your kids to get off the Wi-Fi and prioritize yours.
they're watching too many adult
All
videos.
right, so let's move on to the third type of football that's going on in this state right now. Lions preseason. They had we had a pre-show debate about this, and Mike and I had differing opinions about this. So the Lions played the Dolphins for their third preseason game and lost the game. Neither here nor there, but all leading up to this week, all you heard about was how the Lions dominated the Dolphins in the practice on the one-on-ones,
Practice.
in the one-on-one, the practices against each other. The first team offense for Miami couldn't score against the Lions defense, and the opposite, the Dolphins defense couldn't stop the Lions when it came to anything. When it came to that, so
Yeah.
to me, once again, preseason means nothing anyhow. I'm going to take more solace out of the practices only because you have your starters playing. You're actually showing some things versus anything that does in the game. You want nothing on tape. You're doing a bland offense. You're running basics. You're not doing anything special. Mike, you have a different opinion on this. What are your thoughts when it comes to, would you rather see a team do better in the practices leading up when they're going against a team or in that preseason game time?
I would rank practice as probably if you're practicing against an opposing team, I would probably say that's the most minuscule gauge of how your season's going to go. Not far behind would be preseason games because obviously they are playing second, third, fourth string. But to put any type of emphasis and or focus on practice and how a team is doing, I think is ridiculous. I listen, we talked about this in the pre-show meeting that we had. The Colts came into Allen Park last year and dominated, quote unquote, the Lions in practice. Dominated first string against first string. Well, the Colts went on to have a rather lackluster season, and the Lions went 15-2, only to peter out, of course, to the Commanders. Sorry. Yeah, right. Yeah. So, listen, obviously, good news is better than bad news. If they're coming out of practice and they look good, that's fine. But I don't put any emphasis on it whatsoever. There's my take.
How about you? What do you think, Jimmy? You being a Lions fan, but not necessarily on the backside of it.
I don't put anything on anything. Game 1.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
Jimmy's new thing. One game
That's
at a
my new
time.
thing. One game at a time.
All right, so
That's all I got.
now let's take this back. Lions have yet to really play any starters. They had a couple rookies. They've had a couple guys
Goff
that play, but
played. I mean,
St.
Brown looked really good during practice.
Stan texted me last
So
night.
Tesla, he looked
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Stan texted me last night, and I want to get this exact message because he texts like a 16-year-old girl at times, even though he's 82. Yes, you're not 83 yet. I
good
do
old
remember
Stan.
that.
Love you, Stan.
So Stan the man last night says Johnson is playing the first team for the Bears! ! And
Okay.
obviously they played their first string, and I think that's a different situation in some ways because new offense, new coordinator, new schemes, new everything. So they're trying to get some real reps before, and you're dealing with
I
let's just
get
say
that.
a kid.
Like Johnson, he's trying to get his team together, but so I mean that's the only way to do it. You got to get reps. But Lions, I mean, they're a little bit more. They have veterans, and Goff's established, and so I mean, you don't want to risk injury, say at the least. So
I'm so unenthused by preseason football.
Yeah, it's terrible.
At the same time, I get excited about the Browns.
It's terrible.
And by the way, Browns
17
officially announced their quarterback today, Mike. Who is the Browns? Should we do a drum roll?
Yeah.
Who is the Browns starting quarterback this year?
And at quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, number 15, Joe Flacco.
You getting a jersey?
No. I'm getting a jersey. You send me a Kozar jersey, and I'll be fine.
Who's the backup?
Kozar respond to you, by the way?
No, not yet.
No?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Who's the backup there now? Is it going to be Sanders? Is it going to be?
Did you see the shot?
Dylan?
Did you see the shot Dylan Gabriel took at Sanders yesterday?
No. Oh yeah, about the team versus himself, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh.
I gotta read you this real fast. Oh, gee. Stephen A. Smith blasts stupid comments by Dylan Gabriel. Come on.
Oh, dude, I'm sick of him.
Ah, jeez. All right, so Dylan Gabriel had to clarify his statements. Life as a starting quarterback. Whoops, hold on. Life as a starting quarterback in the NFL is tough. Dylan Gabriel found out the hard way on and off field on an afternoon where Gabriel was presented with the opportunity to emerge as a player in the Cleveland Browns quarterback competition. The third-round rookie had to maneuver his way through damage control. Of course, it was a quote taken out of context. Go figure. Speaking with CBS reporter Adita, oh my, mercy me, Kinkawala Baba, Gabriel was asked about his comfortability in front of the camera. The poised Gabriel was authentic in his answer, a harmless and fun response. Let's all listen to this. This is Dylan Gabriel talking yesterday. There are entertainers and there are competitors, and I totally understand that. My job is to compete, and that's what I'm doing. It's something I'll get used to, and I just want to be the best teammate that I can and create an environment where we can all get our best work in. And, of course, in this age of social media, the belief was Gabriel was delivering a backhanded compliment at rookie teammate Shedeur Sanders, who came into training camp with a lot of hype and a lot of fanfare. Some believe that the entertainer comment was towards Sanders. Gabriel, 24-year-old rookie, refused to add more fuel to the fire. There wasn't a fire to start, for one. Well, all you in this room are entertainers, and you have a job to do, and I respect it, right? Gabriel said subtly. And I'm a competitor, so I have a job to do as well. I think just understanding that's how, what in the
Talking like that.
how I lived by, and I've said multiple times, so definitely not a new quote. This is going to go down as the worst podcast in history. Something I've definitely said before. The entertainer Gabriel was talking about was the media, referring to the reporters, radio hosts, and content creators who have a job to do. Gabriel has been a starting quarterback for all 6 years in college at the Power 5 schools. He knows the drill. This is the problem with social media. Huh? Yeah. Come on.
6 years.
I mean, seriously?
College.
What? No.
A lot of people go to college for 6 years.
6 years, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Van Wilder.
This is, again,
Ray Miller?
I mean, somebody hears something, they take one little snippet of something, and they go, I can make a name for myself. This is what we're going to talk about now. This is going to be newsworthy, click-worthy, like-worthy, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Miller,
You know,
Van Wilder.
I was more thinking doctors, Tommy Boy. A lot of people go to college for 6 years.
Your mom goes to
I'm
college.
anxious to see. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen who's going to be the number 2. They're going to keep both of them, I'm assuming, and Kenny Pickett's going to be gone because you haven't heard anything from him, or maybe they'll try to trade him.
And then he's right.
Yeah.
He's
So, reality, Joe Flacco is not. He's not your savior of your team. He is a stopgap between. Are they going to have one of these two that is going to be the starting quarterback next year, or are they going to have to start again? And are they going to be bad and get a top pick again?
He's a solid quarterback, but he's not going to be the.
Who, Flacco?
Yeah.
Well, Flacco's 42, isn't he? As well, 41 or 42 years old. So
he's 40 or 41.
Yeah, so that's the real reason he's not going to be the future.
No, temporarily.
Yeah, it's a storyline. It's something to get used to. I'm thankful that I'm hoping and praying that means that the albatross, as I heard, around the neck of the Cleveland team is going to be gone, but that contract is still going to be there for years, and they're going to have to deal with that for years with Deshaun Watson.
Hey, see. Yeah, listen.
$125 million. Am I right
Guaranteed.
on that?
Guaranteed, yeah.
Guaranteed.
Hey, on another preseason note for the Browns, did you guys see that Myles Garrett walked out with Morgan Wallen on the way out to the field for his concert the other night?
Yes.
Yay! Again, we're getting excited about frivolous things.
Who cares?
That was pretty cool. He was cool.
To go
He had his
of those concerts.
Myles Garrett had his cowboy hat on. He had his cowboy boots on. He looked pretty BA.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
So, all right, let's kind of shift gears a little bit. Let's kind of keep talking. What we're going to do for everyone's sake, next week we're going to have our college football kickoff. We're going to talk more about the Big Ten, talk more about some of the schools, talk more about the top 25, what we can expect, what we're going to see, and then kind of do some predictions for Michigan State, and maybe one or two of the MAC schools as well with that. A week after that, the Labor Day weekend, we're going to have our, let's call it our Unfunniest podcast NFL Spectacular. And a live event. If you want to come, we'll let you know where it's going to be, because I'm sure all one or two of our fans are definitely going to want to be there. But yeah, so we're going to want to make sure we have that kind of the upcoming weeks. We also are going to do some kind of pick'ems. So starting with once the NFL season begins, we're going to do some college games. We're going to do some NFL games. We're going to mix some stuff up. We're going to have maybe a little contest. We're going to talk it out and see if we can get this online. And over the course of the year, you beat Jimmy, myself, and Mike. Maybe there's going to be some swag for Unfunniest podcast swag that you guys can have as well. You guys can win. So we're going to do that. And we haven't decided yet, but we're going to have some guest pickers. We don't know if we're going to do it each week of our dogs, our daughters, or our wives.
Like a nose picker?
Yeah. So who's going to pick those? We're going to decide that here in the coming weeks. Let's talk about another team that is starting to play well again. Every week we record, it's something different. Right now, Tigers are up 10-0 on the Astros.
This team is like Jekyll and Hyde.
5-2 in their on the road trip. That last game, you know, I was talking to Kathy, and she's like, "It's pathetic. Why aren't they doing it?" And I'm like, "They gave up. They weren't going to. That was their game. They weren't going to try to keep winning that game.
I almost
they
don't
were
want to
moving
follow
on.
them anymore until Thanksgiving.
Well, they're back up. They're back up to an 8-game, if I'm not mistaken, an 8-game lead over
anxiety attack.
November baseball.
Yeah. Up over, I think they got another 8-game lead now over the Guardians, so that's moved up again. They're starting to play good ball again.
Spiders.
The Spiders. It is what it is. Scooble pitches well tonight. I can't remember who was throwing tonight, but I think Flaherty was throwing tonight and pitching a great game. And it's an important game. Houston is a team that is nipping on their tails. It could be for the number 3 seed in the AL, depending on how things work out. So it's important that they're playing well against good teams, but I think it shows you the power of football in this town, where people are like, well, we'll catch up in a couple weeks once the playoffs start.
Well, if this was 20 years ago, I think you'd have far, far more attention continuing on to the Tigers. Oh, man. I just logged on to ESPN. There's a big old brawl between the Mariners and Oh, that was at a minor league game. Jeez, oh, Pete.
That'll ESPN minor.
Yeah, right, exactly. Man, I tell you what, you want to talk about bad connection? Oh, that's the whatchamacallit too. The Little League World Series tonight. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
I'm done with that. I'm sick of these kids that are acting like they're 20-year major leaguers, bat flips. They had a kid throwing 82 miles an hour the other night, which is the equivalent of 100. Yeah, kid was through 82, equivalent of 106 miles an hour because of the distance.
I saw that. Yeah. I didn't see that.
I don't know. I'm just, they need to put something on the air. I'm over it.
I think I topped out at 72. Ward, you ever pitch?
Mm-mm.
No.
Negative Ghost Rider. I did not.
What was Bobby throwing?
He hit upper 70s, low 80s. 82, 83, 84, I think, a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing above that. But
he threw the ball to me once. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Well, that kid had a...
He's got an arm.
He's got an arm. He's still got an arm, too.
Yeah.
Now, if he was left-handed, he would have gone further, but you should have forced him to throw left-handed.
If I had been drinking from the toilet, I might have been killed.
Yeah.
And Milwaukee, you see Milwaukee continue. They finally lost the game. They had one, I believe it was 10 in a row. So now the Cubbies are
9-1 in their last 10.
Yeah, the Cubs are 8 games back. So if you look at the wild card standings right now in the American League, you got Boston. Boston and Seattle are essentially they are. They're both 68 and 57. The Yankees, Mark, is there 2 or 3 wild card teams? I forget. I think there's 2, right? Yeah, 2.
That's a good question,
Jim.
Yeah, I think so.
There's 2. Yeah, the Yankees are a half game back. The Tribe is 3.5 back. Kansas City 4. Texas 5.5. Tampa. Wow, that's actually pretty. I mean, you could make an argument that Texas and Tampa Bay and the Angels all would have a shot based off of the Tigers from 2024, when the Tigers, I believe, on August 9th were 11 games back of that wild card spot and then went on their historic run to make the playoffs. The National League, the Cubs are +4. The Padres are a game back of that. So those two are the 2 right now, anyways, the 2 wild card teams in the National League. The Mets are 3 games back. Cincy 1.5. Boy, the National League is just as conjured up in the wild card race. You got Cincinnati, St. Louis, San Francisco, Arizona, and Miami, all within striking distance. That's 7 games back is Miami. I mean, that's pretty far out. But again, if you use the Detroit Tigers from 2024 and their propensity to make a comeback, yeah, they've all got a shot. And should be exciting.
And by the way, it is 3 teams, 3 wild card teams.
It is 3
make
wild
it
cards.
in.
Okay,
So the lowest wild card team will face the lowest of the 3 division winners, and so they have to play in that first round. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it makes us to see it. I like it because it brings everybody back in. I mean, yeah, like you said, and the Guardians are 3.5 out. I mean, you got the Yankees, Seattle, and Boston, 3 of the biggest, especially Seattle and New York, the biggest buyers at the deadline. Kind of crazy there. Now, I still laugh when I'm looking at the records and we talked about the run differentials, and being the stat geeks we are, Tigers +90, Yankees are +99. It's funny, the Blue Jays are only +53, and they got the best record, and they got the best record in the American League. And then you go to the opposite end, the Colorado Rockies -327. They've been outscored by 327 runs.
That has to be.
Let's just go. Sake of an argument here.
Yeah, go ahead.
They've only scored 469. So it's crazy to think about.
Well, look at the Pirates. The Pirates have only scored 439, so they're 30 runs back of Colorado. But their
pitching's different. Yeah.
Pitching is much different. Yeah, they've got what's his name, Skeens, who's dating Livy Dunn, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
exactly.
I digress.
So I mean, I'm anxious to see. We're going to have fall baseball again, which is awesome. So we're going to have a lot to do with that, which is best time of the year. Hopefully the Tigers can keep this on, keep it up, keep going with this, because it's fun. You turn in, you're not watching the team lose every single game again, and kind of go from there. Mike, we're an hour and 15 in. We've
was
heard us
just gonna
rant
say, we're
the entire
1:15
time.
in.
I think it's time for officially your rant of the week, and let's make sure we get your proper songs here.
And Mark and I are gonna do our best to chime in.
It's time for
Mike,
everyone's favorite segment, Mike's Rant of the Week. And now, here is Mike with his rant.
I guess I'm doing my best impersonation of Jack Nicholson's Joker. Yes, thank you, Kathleen. That was wonderful, as usual. 17 times that you've introduced me in my ridiculous rants. This week, we're going to shift away from, we're not going to go weather, and we're not going to go driving. And
Bathrooms?
we're not going to go to bathrooms this week. This week.
This is new.
Miller, what?
Yeah, this is new. This
we're
week,
in for a
this week, we're going to go to the world of plastic surgery. Yes, everybody, it's everyone's favorite topic: plastic surgery.
I should have known better.
Yeah. You know, listen, there was a couple different times this
One of
weekend.
your biggest pet peeves.
Yeah, it is a huge pet peeve of mine.
It's mine too.
Not trying to pass judgment on, especially the young ladies that decide to go and have what is it?
Stay beautiful and natural.
Thank you.
You take
Yes.
it. You take it.
I just don't understand this Botox thing. It's very hard for me to wrap my head around. Go ahead, Mark. You can join in on my rant.
The duck lips.
The duck lips.
It's so
Single-handedly be the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I
Why
keep
would you
thinking
inject
that someone got stung by a bee. I really think that's what it is half the time when I see it.
I don't think I want to say this, but I have to. All right. So Kelly Stafford, probably one of the cutest, most gorgeous girls out there.
What did she do to her face?
And
why?
She looks terrible.
I don't understand. The only person that tells these women. Wow, there's some men that do.
I'm probably gonna get shot tomorrow.
Yeah, there's definitely some men that do it too. But the only people that tell these individuals that they look better are the doctors that you're paying thousands of dollars to.
Yeah. All right. So
like the duck lip thing, I can't even do it right.
The movie Just Go With It, Adam Sandler, and the guy's taking a sip of water, and he's like, and it's just coming out of his mouth, and he's like, I can't control it.
Like you look like Skeletor. You look like speaking of Jack Nicholson and the Joker, the original Batman movie in '89, not the original, but one of the first ones, of course, with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
You look like Jack Nicholson's Joker character's girlfriend from that movie, where she was practically like a mannequin and she had that face. I'm like, what? I don't understand, especially like you said, Mark, the duck lip things.
No.
What are you doing?
So,
do you know how to catch a softball when you're playing softball? It's
Mike,
because it looks like. Yes, go ahead.
We watch. Kathy's got me addicted to the show 90 Day Fiance.
Bring up Kelly Stafford.
Look at this.
These are
some of the worst occasions of duck lips.
I mean, you look at the before and after.
No,
I don't understand. I don't get it. You're beautiful, all natural.
Yes.
Have you guys seen? Listen, Tom Brady of all people.
Oh, he's got to give it up.
The greatest quarterback of all time. You are the manliest of men, I guess you would say.
Come on, dude.
Come on, man. Be better than that.
Yes.
Just grow old gracefully, and you don't listen.
I saw that.
There's no reason for it. Like why? I know. So there's my rant of the week.
I want to.
Can we all just go?
Get along?
Can we all just get along? Can we all just go gracefully into the night?
No, it's ridiculous. Like,
what kind of example are you setting for young girls, especially young ladies?
Accept who you are.
There you go. Listen.
Yes.
If you look as bad as we do, for crying out loud,
dude. If you look in the mirror and you're that bad looking, all right.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I thought about the Just for Men only because my beard is now all gray and you can't see it. So that's the only time I've ever thought about it.
Oh, you're fine, dude. Well,
you see,
just get some spray paint. You're good.
Look at all that gray.
I know. The gray on the hair is one thing.
You can't
It's
see
when
it.
it's
You
in the
can't
beard.
see it in my hair, but because I'm a ginger.
Jimmy's
We
definitely not.
didn't want to say that. We didn't want to say that out loud,
Jimmy-
but you
Jimmy's-
said it.
You're lucky,
It's
Jim.
there.
You're really not that bad.
Huh?
I said you're pretty lucky. You're not bad.
No, it's camera's deceiving.
Yeah, well, you could say the same thing about mine. Crying out loud. Hey,
Well,
did you guys hear I went to
39.
Kelly's Island last week?
Oh God, here we go.
okay,
Kelly's
let's
out.
talk.
Hey,
We're an hour and 20 in.
all right.
Nobody wants to hear it.
Hold on.
So while we're,
I got to read
while we're
you
on
something really quick.
While we're on the topic, I just want to say I had the privilege to sleep in the aft cabin of Rewarded this past Saturday.
Yeah, that fan blowing, the air conditioning on. Isn't that
Dude.
great?
It was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Hey, you used my word too.
Yes.
For those that
Elite.
don't know,
Elite and phenomenal. I'm sorry.
Mike travels with a portable fan with him wherever he goes for sleeping at night
I
too.
do.
So,
So-
is this the same that was on Rewarded?
So sleeping in the aft cabin, which I also call the Bat Cave.
The coffin.
It's comfy.
You don't need a
back there,
portable
man.
fan back there because the air
So,
conditioning
what,
fan.
What has it been? 10 years now since you owned that boat?
9, yeah.
9?
Yep.
I've never slept on your boat. That was the first time.
I thought you did one other time.
No.
You sure?
No, that was, yeah. Crazy.
Speaking of boats and Kelly's Island, this is pretty funny. So I saw this week because we talked about the raft off last week, and everybody was talking about the peeing in the water and everything else. So I found this on the old Facebook. It says everyone's complaining about everyone's peeing at every boating event turning into a giant toilet. That's not just naive. It's flat out wrong. Lake St. Clair holds billions of gallons of fresh, clean water and steady currents constantly refreshing Muscatine Bay, which, of course, is where the raft off is at. Even if a few people did pee, let's be real.
Every one of them.
Which, let's be real, most...
everybody.
This says which most don't. Okay, I would totally argue against that.
I was on board until that comment.
Yeah,
That's totally false.
Hold on.
That's totally
It'd
farcical.
dilute to nothing parts per billion at worst, far below any health concern. Most boaters use their boat's head anyways.
No, they
Again, I guess that's not so much. Who wants to wade in their own mess? The water's crystal clear. Any murkiness that there is in aerial shots, that's just sand kicked up by thousands of people having a blast. To be crystal clear, like the waters, a single person's urine output is about half a liter per day, even with thousands of raft off. That's a drop in the bucket compared to Lake St. Clair's billions of gallons.
Explain why Metro Beach is always closed the week after draft off.
The lake's natural flushing and bacterial breakdown process would neutralize any trace amounts quickly, keeping the water safe and clean. So there you go.
Okay. Does everybody pee in there? Absolutely. Is it kind of disgusting when you think about it? Sure. I'm not worried about it.
No, I'm not worried about it.
No. It all goes to Niagara Falls.
As Mr. Short-Term Bladder Control himself, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah. So, Mike, just follow up on the sleeping in the aft cabin, Bat Cave.
We have gone completely off the rails.
I put myself in concussion protocol because I stood up.
Oh, you hit the
not
top.
once,
Did you?
twice. Hit myself on the ceiling. Yeah, so we're good.
Yeah.
Everything's
So-
good. I'm just happy it's Friday. Beautiful day in December, and Christmas.
I'm going to head out in the boat in a few minutes.
It's gonna be
Jimmy's
here soon.
rails.
So did Oakley cuddle with you up there, or were you by yourself?
Who's Oakley?
Yeah. Yeah, Oakley was definitely barking at him when he got up and hit his head, because I do remember that at 6:30 a.m.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about our weeks here. Myself, I'll
There's
start
my
because
notes.
normally you two.
Yeah, go.
This week is what am I doing? Oh, I got to go to training. I'm going to training on Wednesday. That should be fun. Other than that, I think we're bringing Charlotte to an OU volleyball game on Saturday. She wanted to experience volleyball, and we're going to head out there so she can kind of see what's going on with that. Normal business. It's school's almost starting, so it means every school in my area is. By the way, we need this. We need this immediately. We need this immediately, which is great. I love sales. Don't get me wrong. I love money, but it's nice if it's spread out a little bit. Puts it easier. How about you guys? What's going on this week?
Jim?
So Wednesday, My baby girl, my one and only, turning 12.
Oh my
So,
god.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Crazy. Time flies. So,
Yeah.
happy birthday to Lexi.
Happy birthday, Lex.
Happy birthday,
We're gonna have
Lexi.
a good little time at her Aunt Angie's pool. She's got a nice pool.
I'm going to try and make it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back in time.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to helo in.
Yeah, there's
God, I can't believe she's 12. My mercy me. It's insane.
There's other
Time flies. That's for sure.
stuff. But
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
anyways, yeah, so that's and that I don't know.
Recovering from the concussion.
This is officially the
I gotta
17th.
recover.
The 17th.
Not so much
17th
here,
episode-
but
The 17th episode, we finally gone off the absolute,
Got off
rails.
the rare.
Oh my word! It started. And I'm gonna take full blame for this. It started when
I'm gonna start throwing F-bombs.
Okay, so if you think about it, for Mr. Short-Term Bladder Control, it took 17 episodes for me to actually pause, get out of my
That's
chair,
true.
and go potty.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
true.
you guys,
I'm proud of you.
You got to give me a little bit of credit for that.
I'm
Thank you.
proud
I
of
do.
you for that one. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it seemed to have set off a cataclysmic of seismic events of debauchery from my Wi-Fi for some god unknown reason going off, then me getting kicked off twice. I mean, you want to talk about so
Just
You need a record
Just do
button,
your
like a
best.
record thing.
that's all you can do. Do your
Yeah,
best
everyone
and
knows
count
you're
the rest.
recording. Get off the Wi-Fi. Yeah.
yeah. You know what? That's a great idea. These people, I'm going to start throwing crap at them.
Yeah.
At
Just
my
start throwing shit.
glass door in my office.
Yep.
My week is
So-
going to consist of once again. This is
Dude, Miller, when can we start swearing?
We have. I've been.
yes. I'm going to refrain from using any 4-letter words.
Once we don't have real jobs.
You guys want to know what my week's all about? No.
Whatever.
I'm going to continue on this trajectory of this is the
I will
unfortunate
behave as
Win-
long as I can.
winterize season. So lots of winterized products being sold. We now have biodegradable shrink wrap, believe it or not. So if anybody's listening, who knows if you are, if I haven't brought it up yet, talk to me about it. It will decompose once it goes. This is the crazy thing to say. Once the shrink wrap gets put into a landfill, I know, right? Nobody shoot me. The oxygen supply gets cut off to it. It decomposes, degrades within 3 to 5 years. Most likely 3 years. That's opposed to the 225-year rate of decomposition of normal shrink wrap. So we're doing very good things for the environment. And there's a lot of shrink wrap boats out there. So slowly but surely, I think you're going to start to see a trend toward.
Go outside, nerd.
Go.
Get out.
Yeah, go outside.
Vote for Dale Doback.
Roundhouse shoot.
Out of my face. Or I'm gonna roundhouse you.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to do it.
What a complete debauchery this thing has become. That's it.
Is it Saturday yet?
Yeah.
It's time to end it. If you're still here, thank you. I guess you might need psychiatric help. I know my dad Stan is still here for some reason because I don't think he's got anything else to do during the days. So thank you, Dad. But want to say thanks to everybody again. Thank you guys. Like, share, whatever you got to do. Keep passing it around. We appreciate that. And we're going to have some good guests coming up these next couple of weeks, some people that actually know what they're talking about when it comes to sports and not just us.
Yeah.
So that should really help. And I think I've made the decision, by the way, our dogs will be our guest pickers each week. Oakley, Kirby, and I forget, Jimmy, what's your dog? Give us the dog's name again.
Sorry, my mic was off. Buster and Dory.
Okay, so we're going to have the dogs doing the picking. And who can pick us, who can beat us. Guys, thanks so much again. Appreciate it.
Let me just say to all of our friends that listen who are and watch that are Michigan fans, this is a good fun. Nobody get too, heard about us talking about this whole sign stealing thing. It's all in good fun. It's football. We still love you. Hopefully you still love us. Don't get mad.
Yes.
It's
In
sport
Connor
of
Stallion.
competition.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Connor Stallions has a punchable face. See you guys later. Bye-bye.